Hello everyone, my name is PearlescentMoon and welcome back to Hermitcraft Season 10, Episode 34. In between episodes, I have been pottering about the base, working on small details that I just wanted to fix up and refine, such as this terrain behind me that I've been winging on the side towards Cub's area. There's still a lot of work to do, but it's going pretty well so far, I say. I think I like it. And I've also been working on the ballroom. I can't quite exactly remember what I showed the last time we were in here, but a lot of the armor stands now have heads and clothes with just a few hermits missing. And we've also got this pretty cool orchestra down here of all these like little robot dudes with different Minecraft blocks that try and represent various instruments. What do you think? I know we're missing the actual conductor head, but I'll find one. And then upstairs, we've also got a little bit of a seating area as well, so it looks a little bit nicer up here with some beautiful hanging lights. And there is a couple little details missing, but hopefully we'll get that fixed and sorted today. Now regarding the ballroom, I know a bunch of you are probably waiting for the other members of the club that shall not be named to be introduced to my arena. But well, this place works best while utilizing the windburst enchantments, which I found out that half of them don't actually have. So in such a case, I need myself some windburst books, which notoriously are quite painful to gather with a really low drop rate in the trial chambers. And I've been attempting to loot them for about a month or more and have gotten pretty much a single mace with windburst 2 on it. It's been really productive. Yep. Super productive. Regardless though, on another note, while on the way to a chamber, I actually found something pretty neat. Or what? It's so tiny. I was like, all right, let's go have a look at this thing, but look at it, it's so small. This is what I come across. It's just this little tiny biome, this little pale oak biome. Does it have any hearts in the trees? Hello? Do none of these have them? Have I just been absolutely just robbed of any kind of new biome opportunity? Well, okay. Well, it's pale moss. Look at this stuff. Look at it, it's so pretty. I'm gonna use that in my base. But I need all this pale moss because I want to use it in my ballroom as a bit of interior decoration. So you know what? That's fine. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take some pale oak saplings and maybe I can grow a heart because I'm clearly lacking one right now. Let me bring some of this back home. It's not what I came on this journey for, but I'll take it anyway. I'm not complaining. Can we, if I bring this pale moss back home and then bone meal it, can I get the new flowers? Because I need those in my flower shop. Oh, you know what? Look at the pale oak plank for this thing. I think this block is gonna go quite nice with purple. Because if you look at it, this isn't a stark pale white block. This is a slightly pinkish tinge of a block. Which is, it kind of bothers me because it means there's so many situations where I would use a beautifully white block with so many other blocks because white usually goes really well with a lot of other colors. It's a shade. And, but this it's got a pink / purple hue, which is really good for purple, but not so great with everything else. You know what? We need to decimate this entire biome. And I'm gonna bring back the entire biome in one little shulker box. That is how tiny this biome is. I'm gonna bring it back home. I'm gonna use it for decoration and it's all gonna fit in my pocket. An entire biome of trees in one little PearlescentMoon pocket. No, I kind of like how those words ring together. PearlescentMoon pocket. So I've now got myself a bunch of pale oak items, including pale moss, which honestly, I thought could be quite nice as maybe some rugs on the floor here. So I'm kind of hoping this ties everything together. It might not. This might flop entirely. I have no idea, especially seeing as we have carpet on the tops of the tables. But, you know, if we have little grey carpets here and there up here, maybe it might make it feel a little bit more cozy. I don't know. Solarpunk's very natural, so... I mean, I think it kind of works. It might not. I might come back to this later and go, you know what? Not really, but I think it kind of works, doesn't it? Because I know it's not super vibrant in color, but that's where we let the rest of the building speak for the color. So then you've just got a little bit of a duller tone coming in there and keeps the attention away from the floor, which we don't really need to be focusing on. I'm gonna chuck some more over here for good measure. I gotta say, this is one of my most proudest projects to date. I am just so floored with how well this whole arena thing has come out, and I'm so excited to use it more. But in general, this is coming along great. And look, you know, because of all the trial chambers I've done, I've even started using heavy cores as a little bit of decoration around the place. These aren't the only two hiding, so they're around. We've got so many heavy cores now, it's kind of ridiculous. But I'm going to keep working on those Windburst books off camera because it's just all the same stuff over and over again. And then hopefully eventually, sometime soon, we can get everybody in here and have an absolute blast. Can we talk about what's behind me though real quick? Cub? But look at this biome. You have stuff made out of gold and redstone, but on top of them all, diamonds. That was really crazy zoom. Can we have a look at this? How many diamonds does this guy have, and what shop does he have in order to get this? Look at him. There's so many. I know I built out of diamonds last season with my mushrooms, but that wasn't even like anything comparable to this amount of diamonds. Cub, you're insane. Honestly, insane. It appears that I have a bit of a package drop-off at one of my doors, but it's the most random door to pick. I know I have a lot of doors in my base, but this one is just, it goes here. I barely use it. But considering there is a banner here, I'm gonna give a bit of context. Skiz has a banner shop, and he's got a thing where he can make custom banners for people. And I was like, all right, he's got no customers. I wanted to commission it anyway for a cool looking shield. So I asked Skiz if he could make a custom banner for me with a dragon. And it looks like he has done a stellar job with that. So let me have a little bit of a look-see here. Look at it. Okay, there we go. Oh, he's brought back my own shield to me again. Deflection. I like the name. But he's also given me this one. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I mean, that's still pretty cool. The dragon doesn't come out as well, like, on the shield. But that's still pretty cool. I would use it. Let's read the book. Dragon stuff. Hello. What do we got? Pop. I tried to make you the best dragon shield I could. The issue is that the resolution of the shield is not the same as the resolution of the banners. Here you'll see an example of the dragon and what happens when applied to a shield. Have a dragon banner on the house anyway. Aw, Skizzy. No, I'm still gonna use it. I'm gonna transfer this. Oopsies. I'm gonna transfer this to my main shield, and I'm still gonna use that. It's like an exclamation mark dragon. But yeah, that is the sad part about adding banners to shields, is that, yeah, they do this. Mojang, can we please have the full resolution? Thank you. I presume they probably won't allow that though, because the pixel scaling doesn't really match Minecraft if they do that. Oh well, but it's fine. Thank you very much, Skiz. I think we gotta give him a tip anyway, because he's so sweet. Just to match Skiz's energy, I'm gonna put this chest in the horse pen. Hi, buddy. Good to see you too. Alright, I've got a little book written up here. Skizly, I've just received the banner and I love it. The resolution may change, but I still appreciate it and will absolutely use it nonetheless. It's a cool design. No freebies here, mate. Thanks. And that's nice and easy. So we'll chuck that in the chest right there. Give him a nice, probably 8 diamonds, I think, for that one. And rock and roll. Now, sadly, but also happily, my shops are currently suffering from success. So much so, there wasn't stock in this shop for a short period of time, and I got a little book from the Popo, and I'm really curious what this does say. Yoink! Attention, Pop, get your stock shopped. Get your... My stock... What? My stock shopped? Don't know if that works. Skiz needs goodies for his banner shop. Popo. I mean, that wasn't very threatening at all. Like, I was kind of half expecting a little bit more like, grrr, Wiengi, your shop not stocked kind of situation. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I got this book, and then not long after that, I came to check up on all this shop and everything, and it's stocked. The Corrales Fairy came by and just restocked everything out of the blue. Except this one. This one recently got a lot of sales, so it's kind of low, but anyway. It's a pretty well-stocked shop at the moment. There is no issue here at all. Well, I guess that puts that Popo book to rest, I suppose. Conflict fixed already? If there was one shop that I would say absolutely deserved the Popo restocking kind of book, it's actually my bone truck. My bone truck, I was struggling with stock on that for ages, and a certain Gemini of the Tay found it a good idea to sell it out one day. But I have since restocked it after having a lovely interaction with Doc, who gave me a ton of bone blocks, so it's good now. However, without Doc, that probably could have landed in some pretty dire consequences, because I've heard there's certain Popo actions happening on the server that are a little bit scary concerning a world border. We'll see if anything comes of that on my side, but it's spooky and I don't want anything to do with it. And I'm just kind of got it in my head that what if I sell out of all this stuff and I don't know, then I'm kind of stuck. I do have a farm for bone blocks, but it's just a little skelly grinder and it's so slow. So what I've actually been meaning to do for a while is make myself a proper bone meal farm that auto converts into blocks, and also at the same time makes a nice bonus of moss because I need a lot of moss for terraforming. I have poured a lot for gem at this point, but I'm gonna need so much more. I think for me, it's time to make myself a moss farm with a beautiful side of lovely bone meal generation at the same time. Now with the moss farm is gonna come a brand new build segment of my base, and I can't wait to expand this thing even further. I'm really loving how it's going, and I want to keep that up and add more solar punk stuff in here. It needs to be more solar punk. It's just traditional build so far. For this one, I am thinking of building around the front this time because there is so much build weight off to this right hand side here that a lot of people don't even really see. If you're from Impulse or Skizzers area, just the bulk of my base is hidden around the corner. So we're going to start building around the left-hand side over here this time and fill in some of this quite open space. But first things first, if I want to build around the front, a certain Purpur Pete, I think his name was, has to unfortunately go. You know, it's his time to move bases to Joel's. I'm just gonna take this blocky guy right here and chuck him over here. That looks pretty good in right Pearl fashion. Ah, back where we should be. Wonderful. Speaking of good looking things though, check out that tower transformation. You remember about a couple episodes ago or something? Or was it the last episode? I think it was the last episode. I built the Purpur Tower in Joel's base. He kept it. Basically, its shape is pretty much the same, but he's gone and transformed it and now it's a proper part of his city. And hey, he's also, he's kept the pepper in there, just saying. Oh my gosh, though. He's absolutely bonkers. He really has turned this tower into something gorgeous. It looks great and fits right in. Are we surprised, though? No, not really. He's crazy, but he can have Pete back. This sheep, unfortunately, is also going to have to officially go. It's kind of a bit of a clean-up prank type of section, I suppose. Once that's gone, I'm going to be all set to make the brand new build. And with all that said, honestly, I think I'm just going to jump right into it. It's time for me to make this moss farm and make something cool. So you grab that popcorn, you put your feet up, and let's get into a time lapse. Roll it. So, there's something new at my base, and maybe not the thing that we would all expect, especially me, considering I came over here to show you what I've done and caught a glimpse of something extra there that was not there yesterday. Let's get a full look. What? No. What is that? Is excellence! Joel's Purpur? Joel's? Hold on. Joel's Purpur by its spawn. Wait a second. Hold on. No. This is not Joel's Purpur. You are not the permit holder. You can't do this. Oh my gosh. Look at it. He's put so much detail in this. And what is he doing? Is he throwing up something? Hold on. He appears to be physically ill, and I'm partially concerned. Also, this appears to be way less purpur than I've given him. So what else has he done with all that purpur that I put on that skyscraper? My gosh, Joel. This genuinely was not here yesterday. I was on, it did not exist. He has chucked this up like no tomorrow. Okay, but also, why is it by its spawn? This is spawn, right? And there's no purpur here. Unless he's changed something in the shopping district. What? What is this, a dog? Joel! What is he? One stack for what? Joel, this is illegal. You can't do this. You don't have the permit. Joel, no. Has he done anything to the cat bus? He's gone and made a dog bus. Look, I gotta give him props. That's hilarious. Okay, he's done nothing to this. Oh, I've made diamonds. Thank you. But no, he's done nothing to the cat bus. He's just made, hold on, let's get a good look, a completely cool version of my own cat bus. Is that the dog bus, the wolf bus, the paw bus? bus? I don't know at this point, but that's illegal. Well, next time I see the popo, we've got a little something to discuss. Back on track though, let's ignore the sign for now because I have a new build to show you all. And I am going to go into free chem mode just so it's a little bit easier to show you guys this because this gives a few spoilers around the place as well that I don't quite want to accidentally show you while I'm flying around. But have a look at the extra edition here. It honestly blends in quite well. So if you haven't seen my base recently, you probably wouldn't know that it's a new section of the creation. I like it. I think it adds a good amount to the front side. And I've bulked it out with a little bit of extra terrain here too. Now I still do have to texture that, of course, so it matches the rest of the terrain over there, but that should look quite nice. I want to bring more of the cliffs out and then embed way more of these structures in here around the front and around the entire little mountain that I have here. So that should be cool in the end. And of course, I've basically taken this main building here and decided to add another section off to the side so it's attached as one big building, instead of something that was detached like the ballroom. You of course may notice the brand new windmill up the top. It's essentially like the first one, but I've added an extra layer to it to hopefully grant it a little bit more power. Now I feel like with its positioning, it kind of makes these little dudes a little bit obsolete, and I'm probably gonna have to move them because they don't seem very effective where they are. But I think it kind of added a little bit, and it brought a little bit more of that solar punk, like modern futuristic technology back into it, which is what it really needs. I know it's pretty basic in my tech right now. Still working on that. I think I say that every time I make a new build, but I'm getting there. And if we come to the right-hand side as well, you'll see that I've continued the orange route. So it now comes down basically from the bottom. Your eye follows a nice little path up the side, and carries on it with some lovely honey blocks that I've added to that particular roof for a little bit of nice palette contrast in there. You'll also notice that in this particular section over here, I've decided to incorporate a little bit more of the oxidized copper in there, so it's a slightly different color that I haven't used a whole lot in other places of the build, but I have used it a little bit down here with our armadillo scoot farm, so I definitely want to bring more of that kind of greeny cyan vibe into the base because I think it'll fit in quite well. So once we have more of those elements in here, I think that'll be another lovely color addition to add to the ever-growing apparent palette that I have going on here. This is so much more colorful than I thought I would make my base this season, and it's actually working fairly well, I think, unless I'm becoming delusional. I don't know anymore. But yeah, what do you think to the outside? I think it's looking interesting. Now, in regards to actually getting inside the place, there is a few different entry points that you can go in from, but I'm going to show you this one. We've got the big obvious building right here. Just to center you all, we're currently at the Purple farm. So if you follow this path all the way down here and all the way around, this leads you through this door, which actually continues on down and leads you back to my starter base area. It's a very old path. It's been there for quite some time. But this area used to be a bit of a void. I had no idea what to do in here. It didn't go anywhere. It was just a big empty space. And I've finally been able to convert that into the doors to my moss farm. So we've got some nice little interior decorations around the place where they've been growing some plants and all that kind of good jazz. And you can come through these main doors, and it leads directly into a big empty room because I haven't really done any of the interior. I've made walls and stuff and this big thing behind me, which I'll show you in a minute, but that's pretty much it. I think the interior is going to be something that I want to save for another episode in another day. I like doing interiors and it's going to take me a little bit. But yeah, you end up in this room right here. You got a nice little view over to Skiz's pyramid over there, and if I had my render distance up a little bit higher, you would also be able to see the city. So it's quite a nice, lovely little spot to be. We have a door out here to the balcony as well, if you want to actually be outside and get some beautiful fresh air. But back inside, we have this thing right here, which is pretty much supposed to resemble a bit of a power generator. It still needs a few details. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but I think it's a really good start. And these lights are actually hooked up to my bone meal farm. Once I turn it on, I'll show you exactly how that looks, but yeah, thought it could be something cool. That was actually a good idea from my community while I was live streaming to turn that into a generator, and I think that was a really good one. you can come around the side here and you can get access, not chests, you can get access to where the bone blocks come out, which is really awesome. Heading on upstairs, it's gonna be, surprise, surprise, another fairly empty room, but with a slightly different layout. This is the main access to the moss part of the farm. Now, in regards to the farm, I actually want to give some credits for this particular design to another content creator called Basic Redstone. They uploaded this tutorial about 7 months ago from the time that I've seen this video, and that helped me with the big base of this. Moss farms just look a little bit too complicated, so I didn't really want to take on that redstone project this time around, and I really need this to be efficient for the bone blocks. So thank you so much, Basic Redstone. I will link the tutorial that I used down in the description below. Now, I will say that I did actually edit this a little bit. The main design is right here. This is pretty much everything that they did, but I added a automatic crafter system below it to turn some extra of bits of the moss into the bone blocks, and that was all my design, which I'll show you soon. But super handy, and I'm glad I at least know how to do that. But we can hop in these doors right here, and that'll get you access to the farm, in which we can turn it on. Yoink! There we go. Look at that. It's going. And what this does, basically, the 2 double chests at the bottom here, or technically 4 double chests, they will give me a beautiful output of moss, which I get to keep and use for any of my lovely terraforming needs. And all the stuff on the right-hand side gets automatically composted straight into my automatic bone block crafter down below. I'm going to leave that running for now so I can show you the generator below. But we've got one more flight of stairs, and this leads up top to the top of the farm, of course, where you have a lovely glass floor view of the farm actually working, and you can do a bit of maintenance on it if it somehow breaks. Sadly, this area is probably the messiest. I got way more work to do in here, but it's coming along. Come on, have a look at my generator. Look at this. Look at this. Wait for it. Oh, there it goes. So that was nice and quick, actually. So what happens is those lights go on whenever a bone block is crafted. And let me show you inside. I'm going to use free cam so I don't have to break too much of my stuff trying to get around the place. But here we go. So this is the system that I made. You can see all the composters coming from the moss farm right there, lead leading into some chests. And then all of those are leading into this crafter right here. And when that crafter reaches its full amount of required bone meal, that then triggers this piston here, which triggers that observer line. That goes off and activates the crafter to make the bone block officially. Oh, there it goes. And it's lovely. And it turns right back off when it's done its little crafting thing. Overall, this thing has been working pretty well. I have been AFK here for a little bit. Not a crazy long time though, and it's already made this many bone blocks. It's pretty cool. And I'm going to flick this off because we really don't need this on right now. Thank you. So yeah, that's pretty much my moss farm building. It's functional and there is so much space to decorate inside, which I'm very much looking forward to because I love making this base very interactive. But I think that is going to be super useful for both my terraforming and my shop needs. Now, project aside, I've got a little something in my inventory. Check out my brand new hats. The Hungry Hermits Champion. Let me just put that on for a second here. It is so big, it can't even fit in the GUI screen. Look at this thing that I now have on my head. I mean, I love my hat, so I'm probably going to wear both of them alternatively. I mean, I love my hats, so I'm probably going to wear both of them, but I got a brand new thing to stick on my face. Let's play the clip that goes with this hat, shall we?
What is going on over there?
Ren, you good, buddy? Have you got ants in your pants? You right?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
You okay? Viral boy? What's going on there?
Just reach back there and scratch it, dude. We won't judge you.
Oh, that's the spot. Thanks.
All right.
I can't
I'll walk back out. Do I really need
Thank
to be... Don't interrupt, dude.
Fellow chefs, I have to call you here today for a very special occasion.
Ooh.
I should say fellow master chefs.
Yes, we are.
Now we're talking.
Yes, you
Now we're
are.
talking.
Because, admittedly, I was a little vague on when Hungry Hermits kind of phase 1, whatever that means, comes to an end or so. So yeah, I was a little vague. Didn't set a date or anything. So, but it doesn't matter because there were 3 chefs. 3 chefs that totally stood out from the rest. 3 experts who were on the board, flip-flopping all the time, and there's certain prize associated to being the best.
Oh,
Let's do it.
There it is. Oh, he's so excited. Look at him go.
So, for each of you, I have special hats.
Ooh, there
Amazing.
it
Oh,
is.
this is the, I've been waiting for this
Yeah.
moment.
Hungry
Oh,
Hermits.
yes.
Yes.
That's like my hat.
Oh, the itch is back. The itch is back.
Oh, man, I'm going to stand on the side of the room.
Oh,
Ah,
Come on, how dare you?
no, Tango, where's your hat? Where's your
I
hat?
don't get one.
No, put a hat on. Break the glass, put a hat on.
Yeah,
Wear
what are you
it.
doing?
Come
on.
In case of emergency break glass. No,
Yeah,
no, no.
come on, dude. You're on that
You
board
guys are
too.
the champs. You guys are the champs. Well, that was
Amazing.
after.
Well
That
done,
was
everyone.
after.
So are
Oh.
you.
Yeah.
You're on this board, man.
You're up there.
That
Yeah.
was
Number one.
after. Maybe phase two. Maybe phase two.
Phase
we'll see.
two.
Okay. And then remember, Tango, you and I were less than a half a second away from getting that hat
I know.
right
There is
there.
still a hat available here for whoever can complete day 8.
Ooh.
It is possible.
Ren, do you know
And,
how close
Look
we
at
were?
you guys.
It was. Do you,
How close?
Bro,
Seconds.
tell me
Seconds.
about it. It was the last
Seconds.
order of day 8, and
Then
we
what-
actually
No ways.
we
What'd
and
you
we
fumble
fed
it
the
for?
person.
Oh,
We fed the
what?
person. We fed
Who
them,
was
and
it?
they were. I
Who
don't
did you
remember who
feed?
it was. Some
Oh, I
jerk.
don't even remember. Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? Oh,
was
that
probably
makes me
B-double-O.
want
Well,
eating some cake.
Probably, yeah.
well, if you
Just
fed
playing
him,
with
what
the beat-ups.
happened then? It sounds like the biggest
Well,
fumble in
you know how it
history.
is. You feed them, and then like the game ended a split second later. So if we had like another
Yeah.
2 or 3 seconds, yeah,
Oh, that's
sadness. But
that's
we'll get.
terrible.
You know, we're gonna get there. I mean,
Oh, we're gonna get
Well,
there.
not
you
if Pearl
guys
and
gonna
I
get
get
there?
there
Well,
first.
that's what I'm gonna
We
say.
could do, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All
The,
right.
the original dream team.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
We've played in ages, dude. We gotta get back on there again.
Who wants to join me wearing these hats and just finding people and calling them donkey? Come on,
That's
let's
pretty
do
much
Sure.
what you need to do now.
I've,
Yeah.
I've heard there's some
All right,
people in
let's do
TCG right across the street.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
And then I'm not
Look at
going
these
to
donkeys.
attack.
Donkeys, nothing but donkeys everywhere.
What are you?
Look at these
Oh
donkeys.
my gosh.
Over here
What's
playing
up?
TCG. You idiot sandwich.
Play the game across the street,
Donkeys.
mates.
What?
Over here playing gods. The master chef's over here
These
feeding
are
the
the champions
servers.
here. It's bragging time. So
Wait.
you know.
Oh,
Did
is that
they
what it
just-
is?
Did they just win something?
Yeah, we did. We won the
What?
phase,
We won the
mate.
hats. We won the
They
hats.
won
Come on, you're
hats, is what
jealous.
they
We know you
won.
are. You're gonna go play, right? You're
Those
gonna
are
play
pretty
for
sweet
Hermits.
hats.
Hats have just
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
distributed.
Yeah.
These are the master chefs of we'll say phase 1.
Enjoy your TCG, donkey.
Oh yeah.
Nobody give him 2 pieces of bread, or else he'll put them over.
So good.
That worked out really well, didn't it?
Oh, that was just delightful.
And that's only the first. You're gonna do that for about a month straight now. I'm pretty sure, Skis.
I am gonna shower with this hat. It's never
Oh,
coming off my head,
Christ,
dude.
dude.
Well, congratulations, all 3 of you guys. You deserved it. Hope you keep playing some more. And
we
someone's
will.
gotta beat that day 8. So just saying.
So, yep. I got a new hat. I know you guys haven't seen me playing too much Hungry Hermits on camera, but I have actually been streaming it if you're interested in runs like that. And you know what? I'm gonna keep playing because I gotta finish day 8, maybe even get to day 9. I got a lot more playing to do. Unfortunately though, that is gonna be the end of the episode for today. I don't have time to do any more in this episode. I'm actually off out of the country to some fun location, and I will be away for a short time, but we'll be back very, very soon with the next episode. So, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed the episode for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody!